Right, it's about the 4th of February, and I'm still away from home, unable to return for fear of repercussion because of what I've overheard from my stakeout, which has been carrying on incessantly. I mean, they're on me like a limpet. They have me as like the most surveilled person. That's what they say. It's ridiculous. Call me the most important person. I mean, I'm nobody. And the biggest embarrassment from UK police is that they've put so much money into this, thinking I was some kind of big fish, or I don't know what they were thinking, but then realised the potential of putting a target on my back through saying I was about COVID. Now, it was Starmer at first that's put this thing onto me and destroyed my life. Put a hitman below, give him 6 ounces of cocaine. That guy would not let me sleep. And since then, everything's been destroyed. My camper van, the runners on it were opened right up so this door would fall out. Even my car, last time the window was open and the stakeout were going, he's fucked his engine. 2 weeks later, the engine had blown up. So they put something in my fuel. And it was running bad 2 days after that. As soon as the window was open, the engine started fucking up. Everything's been destroyed. I can't tell you. It's been endless. And even coming on holiday, trying to get on Wi-Fi at first was unbelievable. It was impossible. They'd knock me off after 30 seconds. I'd be banned from every router, which has been the case anyway. Recently, I've had 4 emails now destroyed. All my Hotmail. The last email was... My Virgin went down when I contacted all the solicitors. And then recently, my Yahoo just went down a couple of days ago. Destroyed. My Hotmail, all the contents out of it, destroyed, wiped. All my Hotmail completely wiped. It's an uphill struggle, everything. As I say, I came out because I couldn't stand the torture of having a stakeout on me all the time. And they say 3 weeks is a long time for a stakeout. Mine lasted 5 years. And when you've been in that situation, you know exactly where they are. And they're on me all the time. And the fact that they are means that I transcribe them and put my transcriptions online for other people to see, just to show them what I'm going through. But people are doubting that's even possible. I can guarantee you go through some of them comments, you couldn't even make it up. You wouldn't think about that. I know so because it's constant. So imagine everything's transparent and the only blips on the thing, the only are your surveillance team. That's what it's like for me. Exactly. I know exactly where they are. Only it's in terms of sound. They call me psychic. Whatever it is, proof's in the pudding. And often the car will drive off if I go near it or whatever. There's been so many things, so many. So that's a constant, and it's keeping me awake at night. They've moved right really far back to stop me transcribing, but I'm still picking them up. It isn't empty, put it that way. It's surprising how much your capacity in a certain direction can increase when you put into a certain stressful context. Mine is obviously I'm being followed like by wolves almost, but the other is not that mystery of not knowing exactly what's going on and jigsawing the pieces together through just hearing them arguing with each other and talking, discussing. And sometimes the police will come in, other people will come in. There's been some characters. So it's an ongoing situation. The whole thing's been a setup. I've not had a lot of friends on the psytrance, and I was letting them know that the whole scene's been surveilled. At the moment, it seems like the music industry is the music festivals are gonna get destroyed. You'll see it in the conversations that on my Facebook group, the conversations, because people want to take drugs if they go to festivals, and that's going to change. The drug situation's changed. They changed all the distributors to themselves. This seems to be what's apparent from the conversations. and I had regional competitions, 65 grand a piece for each person they found as a drug distributor. And they said they were going to make me into one. How nice. And that's to shut me up, put me away. Despite the 5 years that I've had of this absolute torture, there's been no quality of life. Me and my parents, I mean, they're on their pensioners, they're 78 now, and they've gone through an absolute nightmare. I was running my own business at 51, had all different career choices, things that I was actively working towards. I wasn't doing any drugs, completely clean. And the guy upstairs destroyed my business. It's been a nightmare since then. I've really, really struggled. I moved in with my girlfriend Trudy, which is probably the only way I survived. But Trudy died because of the pressures of this upon us. And she had an aneurysm in her chest and died screaming in my arms. So that was a fucking horror. My best mate was put in a mental hospital by the guy upstairs. This is all part of a lineage of a complete coordinated attack, a setup, and it's morphed and changed, and I've heard that the police have taken advantage of the situation. The content of the conversations when they call around, well, I'm only transcribing, but they obviously should just stay away if they don't want me writing it down. But a lot of it pertains to the vaccine. It seems like a lot of this is in the context of that, and they say that this isn't about drugs, it's about the vaccine, about me. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the vaccine to anybody. I'm complaining that they're talking to me. They're getting close enough to let me overhear, which is annoying. So now the vaccine people are onto me, and now they're setting me up through my friends on my Psytrance. So people on the Psytrance are actively destroying the scene. They're trying to save their own little scrawny little fucking necks. And meanwhile, they're hurting other people and destroying the festivals and the scene because they're just staying tight-lipped about it, not letting everyone know and protecting the fucking darkness. And if that's you, then I reckon you should speak up and let everyone know what's going on and that you're being actually puppeteered and your life is no longer your own. So I'm missing my parents. Of course I fucking am. I'm missing home. I'm missing my flat, which I do not have anymore. As much as the guy was put above me on my fucking birthday, my 32nd, well, I wish it was 32nd, 52nd birthday. He was put in there to destroy me on my birthday. And so this birthday, I lost my flat, my beautiful flat. I lost my home. Couldn't afford to keep it on. It's too dangerous to return because they're going to gaslight me saying, oh, this is hallucinatory, blah, blah, blah. He's imagining it all. And obviously they'll change the stance on what's going on and stuff. But they're going to try and make me out as dangerous and that I'm evil. That's what they've been doing with the Psytrance. They've got key people who have been paid off in the Psytrance to affect the currents of the other people and put ideas around. So they pick on, so they listen through everybody's phones, on or off, find out who the weakest people are, the people that may be a little jealous, a little bit of this, a little stupid, and then prey on them. Or people who are drug users. Well, we can twist his arm, let's give him some of this, an ounce of this. So this is the situation. The scene's been set up. It seems like many people have been set up. There's 100,000 across the festivals that have been set up at the moment. It's cameras. The festivals are fucking ruined. They're no longer the innocent sort of playground that they were with abandon. It's a set up world now. This is a new element of control. It's through your phones. It's through everything. And the annoying thing is that they put me as a fucking cart for it, which I don't appreciate. I'm rather my attention on other things. I've got my own things to do. I've got albums, music, and I'm missing doing the things that I love. My photography. I'm missing home. I'm missing my parents. I'm missing my friends. I don't appreciate being somewhere where I didn't plan to be. cooped up with the threat of teams after me if I go into a vulnerable area. So this is my situation, and yeah, with a heavy fine, I've been threatened to be not only set up as a drug distributor, but imprisoned till I'm gone 60. That's all my 50s when I wanted to do business. I want to be at the apex of my career right now. I'm absolutely penniless. I'll have to move out of here the next day or two. I can't live anymore. I mean, I'm living really down to the bone out here, trying to scrape by, because I know if I return, they'll pump me up full of drugs. I've been even heard that they'll just give me ketamine, say I've got a drug problem. But then they'll keep charging me till I'm 60, and keep me indefinitely in prison with new charges. I've done fuck all wrong. And yet people on the psytrance scene are trying to make me out and reframe me as someone who's a criminal. What the fuck are you about after me going through what I've been through? You've got nothing better to do than just try and shine up your own asses. Alright, I'm off. That's today's little thing. You'll find out more information on Saloni's site on X, but also the group The Conversations on Facebook.